Hello beloveds, and welcome to another video of Why Did You Cover That Song? This one was a hard one for me to cover, and even creating this video was a hard one for me to cover with multiple moments and multiple takes of what is it exactly that I want to say with this song, because Bonnie Raitt's song of I Can't Make You Love Me is dealing with one of the most painful aspects when it comes to the journey of wholeness and the devotion to love and divine love as our alchemical process for evolving and consciousness. And I hope that this video can bring a lot of hope, a lot of relief, a lot of light and clarity as to why this happens. For me, it was a struggle, a lifelong struggle, because I really love deep. You know, like when I meet somebody and we connect, like I'm committed because I'm devout. It's just who I am. It's my modus operandi, and I have found that I would open up and fall deeply, and then some way be unmet, unrequited, and sometimes downright rejected. And what I've learned that really helps me is to understand that love and connection is a frequency of energy. Now, why is this important? Because, and it's in the song, the secret's in the song. She says, I can't make you love me if you don't. And you can make your heart feel something it won't. So there's something here about love being out of our control. No matter how we try to make someone love us, we cannot. And this is a very important aspect to just accept. Divinity is in control of love. Love is divine energy. So it is going to move someone or not. And what I have learned is that every time someone would pull away from me and that shadow would come and that devastation would come of, oh, either the rejection or the abandonment or the disappointment, right? Like, why couldn't they meet me here? Why couldn't they come here? And it's because I am learning that as much as I love divine will and divine love, that divine love honors free will. So love is an act of free will that must come with the open heart. Open heart is the only prize. Now, if you're dealing with someone that is not willing to love you in return, it is because their heart is closed. So they cannot. They cannot either receive your love, they cannot give you love, because they don't have it with them to give you. They are not willing, right? And that was incredible when I was heartbroken, incredibly heartbroken, in June of 2021, and I had just ended the most significant relationship that I've ever had until now, from a love perspective and an evolutionary perspective. And I was on a call with a sister, a very dear sister of mine in Canada, and I explained, I said, I tried, I did everything. I gave, I forgave, I allowed, I carried on, you know. And she looked at me very lovingly and said, oh, but dear one, he was not willing. He was not willing. He was not willing. The other wasn't willing. And I realized that, wow, I really cannot control this love. And it is not about not being enough. It's not about being skinny or beautiful or this or that. It's just the other. Because at one point they loved me just as I was. So at this point, it's not because I'm not enough. It's just because they have certain expectations and certain conditions of which they will open their heart. And I'm not meeting them. So therefore, they've decided to close their heart. This is free will, and this is divine love, respecting free will. Okay? And if we can line up with that, if we can agree with divine will, then we need to understand what divine will is trying to say to us, who are the ones who keep giving love and are not being met. And we are being asked to look at two specific things, two specific core wounds in our evolution with love. Number one, we are here to look at our codependency. So where am I dependent on the other for my love to be received and to receive love? Or where am I independent to receive my own source of love and nourishment and comfort, right? So there is one of the big things that Spirit is asking us to look at, that love is asking us to look at. And the other thing that we are being asked to look at is our self-worth. Because I want you to realize something, that love that she is giving, even in the song, it so beautifully says, I will lay down my heart and I'll feel the power, but you won't. And this is incredible because love is for us. When we are giving love, that love is for us. But we must realize that it is the most valuable, most precious commodity on the planet. I know that people say time is, but actually that time is only really, really precious if it's infused with love. So, right? So yes, time is the most precious because we are mortals and we have limited time here. But in the immortality of life, we have all the time in the universe. It's what we choose to fill this moment with. And this moment of love where she will feel the power, that is love's gift to you, okay? But I want you to realize that I want you to price that so worthy that if the other is not willing to receive it, if the other is not willing to celebrate that and love that, then our work is to go within and reestablish the self-worth of our own love. Because, honey, whoever you are, if you have not been met and they have not poured out love as you have poured out, then maybe you just need to love them, let them be, hold your love within yourself, and work with Spirit to see, or work with a guide, or work, give me a call on our Essential Ecosystem guidance call. Let us work with that. Sacredness that is your heart, and where have you been giving it to people that are not willing to give it the worth that it truly deserves, that is not willing to give you the worth that you truly deserve. And I've noticed this, and that's when my bleeding heart stopped bleeding so much, is that to protect this heart is not about walls, and it's not about holding people out. It's actually about keeping it open and daring to live my life with my heart wide open, because that's who I am, but also being discerning to say, you know what? They don't get it, and I don't need them to get it. It's okay, because I get it. And if they're willing to dance with me, then I'll dance. And if they're not willing, I keep walking. Okay? So I hope that that's brought some light, some hope, some love into your world of unrequited love and where you have not felt met. And send those people love, because they have facilitated you to open that even that much more, so we can release them with kindness and forgiveness. But hold on to my self-worth. When I realized that all my struggles with unconditional love and with unrequited love was the fact that I had not valued my own love, the game changed. Much love.